Welcome to Echoes of Enlightenment, where we talk about spirituality, life lessons, and overall self-development. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the importance of speaking your truth. What I've realized through the whole spiritual transformation or spiritual awakening transformation, and as being a chosen one, is how important it is to speak your truth. And what I mean by speaking your truth is, if you're a chosen one or anything under that category, you understand that, and you also realize that you tend to get downloads. You could just be laying in bed, and then you'll receive some information that you don't even know where it came from. It just popped in your mind, and it's there. And then that's when you start analyzing it, thinking about it like, wow, wait, what? Oh my God. And then I jump on here and tell y'all what I've received. And a lot of times I'll try to take notes just to make sure I remember it. But if I don't, most of the time I'm just coming off the top of the head of just what the knowledge that I've received and what I know as truth, because it's happened firsthand experience. So, that's all, whether it seems real or not to anybody else, I know it's real to me because it happened. But what I mean by speaking your truth is, somebody needs to hear what you have to say, especially as a chosen one, because the stuff that we receive from the downloads seems unearthly. What it is, it's a piece to a puzzle. I think all the chosen ones and everything under, or, around that in the same category, we all need each other's information. It's like each person's information is a stair step for a certain person. Like, when somebody has stumbled across my podcast about the spiritual awakening, chosen ones, all the different topics that we're going to discuss through, over time and, in the past. When somebody stumbles across what I have to say, it's because they need it. Well, no, they needed to hear it from me. And it's not going to be everybody, because when I was on, it's always a consistent journey. Like, you're never going to stop learning. You're always going to continue to close out cycles and keep elevating if you choose to, because you can always go the other way, but you're still going to have to learn those lessons eventually. So you might as well just keep going forward if you're gonna go. But as I was learning and trying to gain understanding on what's going on with the whole awakening process, it's not just one person I listen to or I learn from. After one person, then something else will pop up, or you will see a different billboard that says a certain word, and then that sparks something. It's constant. It's like we're all working together. We're all working together to elevate each other. Like, I was at a store and this lady was like, it was an older lady. I was just talking to her line. And I don't even know how we got onto it. She's like, yeah, my kids want me to write a book. I had a crazy life, and they keep telling me to write a book. And she's like, I wrote one before, about something else, but they want me to write this specific one. And I was like, well, what are you waiting on? And she's like, well, I don't know. I go, somebody needs to hear that. Somebody can't move on because they're waiting for you to write that book. And it's not your kids. This is whoever stumbles upon the information that she has in that book. There's something that somebody needs to hear her say, because anytime, this is what I've realized. Anytime somebody's like, oh yeah, I used to be a writer. I had the urge to write. Or, yeah, I've always kind of wanted to start a podcast. Or yeah, I kind of wanted to do a YouTube. I'm like, do it. Something's telling you to do it because there's some information that you have that no telling how many other people need. And the way you say it is the perfect way for them to understand whatever situation that they're going through that connects to what you're saying. And I know that works for a fact because that's how I kind of got to where I'm at in my journey. Sometimes you'll get used to learning from a certain person, or, when I say learning, these are other people that's been through what you're going through. They're teachers, just like now it's my turn. It's my turn to teach now. And when I say we teach, we're also always the student. I'm constantly learning because I'm constantly evolving. Everybody is in different steps of this transformation, of this awakening. We're all at different levels. Nobody's better than anybody. We're just at different levels. So as chosen ones, we're here to help. You know what I mean? That's why I try to, if I do run into somebody who's like, yeah, I kind of wanted to, start a YouTube channel. Like, oh, what are you going to talk about? I don't know. And it's so funny. These people always run into me. We always run into each other. Kind of some self-development, some philosophy stuff. I'm like, of course. I'm like, here, I've done it. If you need some guidance, this is how you do it, or call me, or just do it. Do it. I go, soon as you hit that record button, you're going to start shaking. You're going to get nervous. I go, just speak. Because at this point, as soon as you start speaking, you're beginning to heal somebody. And what I've also realized, it's not even about the amount of, when you're doing healing work, or you're trying to teach somebody, some different things, I guess it would be okay to have a ton of people that are subscribed, or, that listen. But that's not actually what you're doing it for. So, that part doesn't really matter. Like right now, I don't have a ton of subscribers. I don't know if people can see, but I don't. But what I do know is my intention and the energy that I'm putting out there just sitting in a room by myself. teaching what I've learned, sharing what I've learned. One, that already raises a vibration. It raises the vibration right there, just speaking it out as the truth. Words are powerful, whether they hit somebody's ears or they're out in the universe. And then at the same time, as the channel just grows, which I do this for just because I realize if one person runs across this podcast and hears what I have to say that triggers them to start something or understand something to develop, if they blow up, perfect. Our job is on its way. It's not about who's the most successful. We're all here we're working as a team. We're working as a team here. Well, if I can help one person, then I've done my job. But at the same time, I'm still helping because I'm still putting that energy out into the universe by speaking this. Because when you're telling the truth, nothing's stronger than that. Everybody recognizes the truth. You can feel the truth. It's just in the air. That's how strong the truth is. Even if nobody hears it. It's the vibration you're putting out. So if you're a chosen one and you're listening to this and you've been on the fence about if you want to put out a podcast, all this stuff is, just look it up, just look it up. How do I do a podcast? You can even just do it with your phone. Just do it with your phone. But begin, or even just record, do a bunch of recordings, just a voice memo. And say what you need to say. None of them need to even be that long. Your whatever you have to say doesn't even have to be that long. You can say something super important and transformative in 2 minutes if you needed to, because that's straight to the point. And when somebody hears it, that's why they have the shorts, the short videos and the short formed audio, But just say something, because somebody's going to stumble across it. I guarantee you might not even know that you changed somebody's life, but that's not the point. You're not here to get a pat on the back. You're just here to help and to speak your truth, because it's something that you know. It's something that you know and that you've been given. We don't all get the exact same stuff. This is you get a puzzle piece, I get a puzzle piece. Somebody else gets a puzzle piece, and we're putting this all together to raise the vibration. That's what we're all doing. We're balancing out the scales right now. I never thought I'd be behind the microphone. I never thought that. But here I am. I got pushed, My spiritual team is just nudging me. Took a while. I was stubborn. And as soon as I did it, I'm like, okay, this must be what my purpose is. So let me help as many people as I can. And this can even go for people that, that always just want to give advice. The type of people, when you run into somebody, you're like, oh, hey, oh, you doing it like that? Hey, I learned, my dad showed me this way, and you're always willing to help. We need those. We need people like that too. We need people like that too. So with that being said, speak your truth one way or another. Write it down. Somebody will find it in a book, if you're a writer, if you want to do a podcast, do that. Somebody will find a podcast. There's so many people on this earth, on this planet, that are waiting to hear what you have to say, because you're the key that'll unlock whatever that they need to know, some understanding that they need to know. But I'm going to end this right here. Until next time.